Don't miss the newest team for Blood Bowl. The Scar Crag Snivellers are finally hitting the pitch.
Spiky bits.
What's up, Hobby Maniacs? Rob Baer with you again today. Unboxing the brand new Blood Bowl team. These guys are, well, they're wee lads. We've got the Scar Crag Snivellers coming out and the smaller box of Blood Bowl Goblins that contains 4 Citadel miniatures. And spoiler alert, they're literally the same miniatures that are in this box right here. So the new team, of course, is $35. We've seen that in the past. It's generally what the teams cost from Games Workshop, not counting any Forge-World shenanigans that they'd like to come out with. And this little booster is, I guess we'll call it a booster. It's $15, which is what we've seen traditionally the Troll and the Ogre go for as kind of add-ons to teams as well. Now, I don't really get, and I'll be quite honest and upfront with you, never played the Goblins. I don't know how they play. I assume you need a lot of them because in theory their stats are kind of weak, right? So I would imagine that this kind of behooves you if you pick up this box to pick up this box, and then you have enough, you know, for your team. But I was under the assumption, reading the rules, at least the new ones, and I think it went up 1 in the new ones. Again, I'm not a Blood Bowl expert. I apologize. But I believe you have a set amount of team number of team players that you're supposed to have on the pitch at all times, or else you have to forfeit. So I'm just kind of confused of what the purpose of this box is, to be quite honest. Anyways, the miniatures themselves look great, but like I said, $35, you get 2 of the same sprue that's in here, as well as the sprue that comes with all the icons and a couple of extra players that are a little bit more dynamically posed. So it's kind of like, if you're gonna pick this up and you got it a couple extra bucks, you might as well just buy 2 of this box right here. So all of that being said and upfront and completely honest with you, I was really confused by the whole thing, but the miniatures themselves look great. So I'm not even gonna show you this because this is literally the same, well, we can unbox it real quick. It comes in the little like plastic, the plastic tray and stuff that we've seen Karn and everybody come in, and Airmon and all those players. And you got the bases, the 32mm bases with a little hole for the Blood Bowl, the ball right there. But other than that, it's literally the same thing, right? So what we really want to look at is this bad boy right here. Like I said, comes with 12 finely crafted plastic miniatures. Now these are the similar push fit. They're not the straight up multi-part kits that we've all come to know and love. Comes in a little clamshell. You get some instructions. Again, we already know these are going to go together pretty easier than most stuff, and a decal sheet right there. So once you take a look at all of this, you can see these are your basic types of players that it's going to come with, and you'll notice that there is indeed the very similar exact same miniatures that come in there, which we're gonna kind of show you how that works. So here they are, very easy to put together. You have an option of heads right there, but it seems to indicate that specific heads are supposed to go on specific bodies, which you can kind of tell they're kind of angled right there. So you may have to stick with that, you may not. But this one's kind of flat and upwards, and this one's kind of angled down. So I really see how they are specifically supposed to line up there. So just kind of keep that in mind. Here is the team rules right here. It looks like this is your roster, but it doesn't give you all the rules or all the places to actually type in all your lads there. So, but it tells you at least how much the cost and the gold pieces and fan factor 4. So there's strength 2, agility 3, oof, armor value 7, movement 6. So this is the traditional team, and this is actually in the new Death Zone series season 2 book too, where they have some of the more legendary teams in there. So looking at the models themselves, of course, you come with a pack of bases right there. 2 sets of sprues. Now, the thing that's different from these is traditionally we saw that it's 1 big sprue and you get 2 of them, but these guys are a little bit smaller, so they went with the traditional kind of clam pack kind of look, right? So once we zoom in on these bad boys right here, you can kind of see, well, that's as far as we're gonna zoom in. So that's it. All right, this is actually the sprue, is it? Yes, this is the sprue right here that is gonna come in that little $15 box set. So you're gonna get 2 of these, like I said, and you can see it's got all the miniatures there, all of the bodies, the arms, the heads, everything's numbered, so you can figure out where to put them on there. Now, they're not incredibly ridiculously multi-part interchangeable, like, you know, a Space Marine or something like that. It's more the traditional push fit. We already talked about that. But, I mean, they're done well. Like, the slices are good. It's traditionally, they hide a lot of the flash lines and things with how they do that. So it's a little bit more thought out. It isn't just, hey, let's just design this on a computer and then cut it down and splice it up, and none of it really makes sense. And then on this sprue here, you've got, of course, your flip coin right there, and then your markers and things for the board itself. Actually, that's not the flip coin. That's your turn marker. Let's see. One of those is a reroll. I forget which one's which. I always just have to look at the picture when I set up my pitch. And then these are the models that you're not going to get in the $15 box set. But again, you get 2 of these sprues that come in the box right here. And you can tell which one it is. It's the one with the little pincher, the puncher kind of thing right there. And the crazy half moon ball. And some of the other ball variants right there. But they look pretty cool. I mean, I'm digging it. Like, if you were into Gobos and Gobos are your thing, this is a very cool looking team. Again, don't know how they play, but stats wise, they don't seem super duper strong. So I'm sure there's some sort of mechanic there that I'm not really familiar with, I guess, in that regard. So as far as the new Goblin team, I think the smart money is, if you need multiples of these models, you're probably going to want to just buy 2 of these box sets. Like I said, $35, but nowadays you can get a lot of stuff online for at least 15% off, and a lot of game stores have fallen suit. So as far as money, I think your smart money is getting 2 boxes of these if you need more than 12 of these bad boy goblins right here. But conversely, you could use these as a basis to convert up some Goblin Skyfleet for Age of Sigmar, because there is some fluff in the book, the Caradon Overlord's book, where there are flying goblins and flying orcs as well. So these might actually prove to be pretty neat in that regard if you didn't want to use like Grots or something out of 40k to do that. So there is a little bit of kit bashing potential here, but you know, that's pretty much about it. They are pretty much intended for games of Blood Bowl. Now, if you like our video features here on the channel, make sure you hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you can be one of the first to comment and view our new weekly features here on the channel. And if you like getting a crate of miniatures delivered to your door every month, make sure to check us out over on Patreon. And also support what we do here. It's patreon.com/spikybits. And of course, head on over to thelongwar.net. That's the home of the battle reports for exclusive content, early access videos, and more. Become a veteran of the Long War today.